A week of deadly violence in Kazakhstan that has left dozens dead has now been termed as an attempted coup by the country's leadership. President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev has attributed the widespread demonstrations in Kazakhstan to international terrorists who wish to destabilize the country. The leader has so far not backed it up with any evidence. In this Explained, we look at what happened in the country and how world powers have responded to the week-long protests and the disproportionate force used to quell them. Kazakhstan, roughly the size of Western Europe, is a resource-rich nation with huge reserves of oil and natural gas. In fact, the country is one of the biggest exporters of oil. As in most oil-rich countries, the prices of fuel were capped by the government for years. However, in a sudden move, the decision was taken to remove the cap on LPG, a fuel used by most Kazakhs for their vehicles. Now, this led to an almost doubling of prices overnight. Spontaneous protests erupted on the 2nd of January in the town of Zhanaozen, an oil hub in western Kazakhstan. They soon spread like wildfire to the entire country. Thousands took to the streets, signaling a deep resentment that had been brewing for a while. An authoritarian government system and financial inequality seemed to be at the core. Protesters with the banners of Shalket, which roughly translates to "Old Man, go away," were raised everywhere. And this old man that they were targeting wasn't the country's President Tokayev. Much of the anger displayed on the streets seemed to be directed at Nur-Sultan Nazarbayev, who is still widely seen as the country's ultimate ruler. Nazarbayev, a former Communist Party boss, was president for nearly 3 decades after Kazakhstan gained independence with the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. In 2019, he suddenly stepped down but appointed his longtime ally Tokayev as his successor. Nazarbayev, however, continued as head of Security Council that oversees the military and security services. Now, when these protests broke out, the first reaction of President Tokayev was to take over as the Security Council's head. But that did not calm frayed tempers. President Tokayev and security agencies then responded with a lot of force, with shoot-to-kill orders given to the police. Dozens were killed. Security forces say that rioters were killed in Almaty during clashes as they tried to take over police stations and government buildings in the city. As violence continued, the sudden instability rattled Kazakhstan's powerful neighbors, China and Russia. The country sells most of its oil exports to China and is a key strategic ally of Moscow. Tokayev asked for Russia's help to bring the situation under control. Russian forces were sent under the authority of the CSTO, or the Collective Security Treaty Organization, which is a grouping of former Soviet states. Vladimir Putin described the violence in an attack on the country and an act of aggression, masterminded from abroad. Now, China's President Xi Jinping has praised Kazakhstan government's deadly crackdown on the protesters as highly quote-unquote responsible in a message to the Kazakh leader Tokayev. China sees Kazakhstan as a leading partner in its Belt and Road Initiative. India, which is closely following developments there, has reacted with caution, saying while it hopes the situation stabilizes soon, it is also saddened by the death of innocent people. While a rest of calm has now descended upon the country and the president has promised reforms once the violence ends, only time will tell if the people's concerns have been addressed.